Good morning, all my internet beautiful lovelies. I'm in my new office. Let me show you. I have doggies. Look at them doggies. Look at them doggies. They're sleeping and hanging out. I got my computer all set up. Oh look, there's me on my page. I just got done with my breakfast. I had a banana and some coffee. And I got my thyroid medicine over here, which I already took, and my agua. Got it going on. I'm about to go take a shower and then fill out some applications for a job. I'm still tired. Matthew had to go volunteer at the Raceway today. But he usually works on Saturdays anyway, so it's not like I'm missing, his day. At least it's not on his normal day off. Supposed to go see my mama. Well, Matthew's mama, but technically I call her mama upon occasion. My mama-in-law. We're gonna go down there and pick up the rest of what little bit we've got left. And yawn into the camera. It's always attractive. I'm just doing a video really quickly and tell you about yesterday. OMG. Yesterday was kind of rough. We went to the matinee of Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was stinking cute. I loved it. We had such a good time. If you haven't seen it yet, it's really funny. And, I loved it. So I went yesterday, and I had all my blood taken, and they tried to drink all of my blood all at once. They were just like, and I was like, No, they took 17 vials. It went pretty smooth. It was really God, I'm sorry. Tired. So I walked in there and I said to the lady, I was like, so how many vials of blood am I gonna get done? And she was like, a few. And I was like, okay, are we talking 3 or 4? And she laughed, and I was like, 5 or 6. She laughed. 7 or 8, and she kept laughing, and then it kept getting funnier for me. 9 or 10, and she kept laughing at me, and I was like, oh hell. I was like, don't even bother telling me. So I went back. I got called, and the little lady that came out, which is on the video that I put up, she was like, we're gonna lay you down. And I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? I was like, how many vials are you taking? And she was like, quite a bit. So, I'm so sorry. 17 vials of blood. 17 vials of blood was taken out of my poor little body yesterday. And I was fine. We went and got some lunch. And then we went to the movies. The movies was a surprise for me because we didn't do anything for my surgery, so we went to a cheap matinee, and I was really happy about it. And then after we got out of the matinee, my husband had a meltdown over something dumb, and I have PTSD, and I have been I had been in a very abusive relationship for many years before I met my husband. So anytime somebody raises their voice at me, and I don't mean just kind of like getting a little loud, I mean like raising their voice at me, like screaming at me, it triggers it, and then I try to escape. It's ridiculous. It's not something I'm proud of, and it's not something that so sorry. That's something normally I'd want to do, but what can you do? So we ended up having a big old fight, and I was really sad about it because I love him very, very much, and I don't like it when him and I fight because we don't do it very often. But when we do, it's pretty much a smackdown because I'm very opinionated and I'm always right whether I'm right. It doesn't matter because I'm right. And he's very stubborn. And I get mad, like super mad, but I get over it really quickly. Like I'm like a powder cake, you know. It's one big blow up and I'm done. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, we're done. So I swear I was not doing this until I got on here. I'm boring myself. That's what it is. I'm boring myself. That's why I'm tired. I'm like, God, you're so boring. Anyhow, anywho, anyway. So, we had a big nasty fight over stupid BS, and you know, he apologized all night long and everything, and it still leaves me like emotionally drained the next day. God have mercy. But otherwise, you know, life is good, and still no snacking. I know I'm allowed to have snacks during the day, and I went back to my half a cup portions. You know, because I had, even though I'm a year out, you're allowed to have up to a cup. But I don't really think I need to eat a cup. Like, I ate a half a cup of spaghetti sauce, meat sauce yesterday. What I usually do is I make meat like a bolognese, which is pretty much just hot Italian sausage, 93.7 lean ground beef, tomato sauce, cherry tomatoes crushed, garlic, a little bit of roasted garlic, some like oregano, basil, you know, marjoram, just little things, just putting a whole bunch of shit in my sauce. And then I cook it for a couple hours, and then he'll eat it with pasta, and since I don't eat pasta, okay, now I'm just getting mad at myself because I can't quit yawning. I just eat the actual meat sauce itself, because the only way I can really eat hamburger if it's kind of wet. So, you know, I eat that, and I made myself a little half a cup portion, and I was full. I was full before I was even done, so I don't know why I feel the need to try to eat a cup of food at a time. I need to go back to my half a cup, you know, just go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. I am planning on doing the 5-day pouch challenge, and that's my screen turning off, haha. I think I'm going to start that next week. It's 2 days of liquids, and then you go back to soft foods, then pureed foods, then you go to soft food, then you go back to hard foods. So it's 5 days, which won't kill me, and if nothing else, it'll help me, you know, shed some of this BS that I've been, you know, doing. My husband has the truck, so I can't go to the gym. I really want to go to the gym, and I think just the toll of yesterday's fight and all the blood that I lost, I'm just too tired to go for a walk. So I think I'm just going to rest until he comes home. And then, yeah, I'm going to rest until he comes home. And then we're going to go to his mom's house and have dinner and hang out. And I love her and miss her very much. And I really wish my mother lived closer. I really do. I'd like to go visit her all the time and see her, like if my mom lived close. I had a phone call right then. If she lived closer, I would be there all the time, and I'd hang out with her, and it would be awesome, and I'd be so happy. But she lives in Florida, and I don't, and I live in Cali, and she don't, but it doesn't mean that I don't love her to death, and hope one day that we can live near each other and see each other more often. Alright guys, Matthew should be coming home pretty soon, and it's later on in the day, and I was going to upload this and then realized that I cut off at a funky spot, so I'll talk to you later.